Hey Poppy, it is March 2nd, 2017, and this is Who's to Say. First things first, I loved your car video last week. I thought it was really clever and interesting to see what you keep in there. The snorkel here was unexpected, especially since you don't live near an ocean. But it was also weirdly on brand for you, so I thought it was really funny. At some point, I'm gonna give you a rebuttal. Since there's nothing interesting in my car to really talk about, I figured at some point I'll go through my bookshelf and kind of talk about what's on there and why and what made the cut when I was moving cross country. But for today, I thought we'd talk about sports. Happy March Madness. Our friend Josh was saying yesterday that if you haven't nearly died during March Madness, do you even care? And I haven't nearly died, but my fun March Madness story was that a few years ago we went out for his birthday, and we went to a bar and they had March Madness brackets that you could fill out. And I love March Madness brackets. And I just remember I'd had a few drinks and I was kind of sitting at the table on the verge of tears. And he looked at me and he said, "Why is this happening?" And I just cried, "I don't want them to win." I don't remember at this point who I had winning that bracket, but I was just so distraught about having them win and I didn't want them to. But I was like, I have to write it down, I have to go with my gut. And lo and behold, the tournament unfolds, and then I'm winning March Madness pool for that whole bar. That was really cool. That's how I won my iPad, actually. That's my cool March Madness story. Other than that, sports-wise, my dad called me on Saturday to say, "Well, the Daytona 500's this weekend, are you gonna watch?" And he does this periodically. He calls and asks if I'm gonna watch a NASCAR race. And the answer is usually no, because it's NASCAR. I don't care that much. But a friend texted me on Sunday morning to say, "Hey, tweet this hashtag, you get a free thing." So I did it, my friend did it, and my roommate did it, so we ended up with 6 free pizzas. And you know what? I sat down and I watched the race. I don't know, for me, I don't care that much about NASCAR, but it's this weird nostalgia factor. Just because my dad watched so much, I have all of this ingrained knowledge in my head. So I know different racers. When I was a kid, Bill Elliott was my favorite driver. Why? I don't know, but I have Bill Elliott binder. I had Bill Elliott scrunchies. I couldn't tell you why that happened, but I don't know. I'm weird, but I own it. And, this weekend I went to an LA Kings game. It was a fun time. I got to watch a really big fight break out. Always down for watching athletic men get into a fist fight on some ice, I guess. I don't know. Picking a new sports affiliation just seems so weird to me. I cheer for GW basketball because I went to GW. But there wasn't a football team there, so I never really felt that guilty about continuing to cheer for Alabama. I didn't go to Alabama, but I grew up there, and when you grow up there, you pretty much have to pick a team. You're either cheering for Alabama or Auburn, and my family went the Alabama route. So I've been cheering for them since I was 6. Our elementary school would divide lunch lines during the week of the Iron Bowl, and you would have all of the Auburn fans go to one lunch line and all of the Alabama fans go to the other. It was insanity, but it was sports, so it wasn't weird. This was a long, rambly introduction to me and sports, and but I'd love to hear what your sports teams are and why you chose them. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a good week, Poppy, and I'll see you later. Bye. Race high. I'm gonna be a Dodgers fan, I've decided. Mostly, sorry world, because that's what Captain America would want, because it was the Brooklyn Dodgers, and then they moved out here, and now they're the LA Dodgers, so like, sure. What? Look, people pick weird reasons to like sports teams. I refuse to feel bad about this.